Part 4, where Hinduism took the wrong turn. In Part 3, we saw how comparison, measurement, and discrimination that are necessary for survival in the biological or physical world is carried over into the psychological world. But then the woes of humanity began because discrimination, division inevitably breed conflict and war. We see where measurement is necessary and measurement is dangerous for the survival of humanity and give measurement its right place. We are going to delve deeper into the implications and ramifications of psychological time and psychological evolution. Yoga is an exercise like none other in that at the end of a yoga session, if you have done it correctly under expert supervision, then you don't feel exhausted but rejuvenated and full of energy. Yoga done rightly expunges and expels or eliminates toxins in the body. Energy that is trapped and locked up, for example, bad cholesterol, is expunged and got rid of. For instance, the twisting yogic postures squeeze the glands and get rid of the toxins. A toxin is generally energy that is caught in a pattern, which is matter, that settles down, accumulates, and gathers mass like dental plaque or plaque that plagues the arteries, clogging to obstruct the smooth flow of blood or circulation. A toxin slowly poisons the system with its mounting inertia. When the process of breaking down slowly breaks down due to the mounting inertia, there is a breakdown. The body is unable to get rid of the toxins or energy caught in a pattern, which is matter. Yoga must be done slowly and seriously with patience, and it needs time to eliminate the toxins and release the energy trapped and locked up as a pattern. What happens when we carry this over into the psychological field of meditation? The whole business of psychological evolution begins. What is habit? Habit is to be caught in a pattern or energy that functions in a pattern. Good or bad habit is still habit. To function in a pattern and repeat the pattern endlessly. Sensation, thought, a pleasant or appealing experience, registering that experience as memory, and wanting that experience tomorrow. Pleasure. Pleasure is born. Likewise, the avoidance of pain. Likewise, the avoidance of pain. Belief is a habit because belief is where you settle down, find solace, comfort, and security, and stagnate. Therefore, inertia. A lot gathers around belief. Inertia mounts, a pattern sets in. The pattern of belief is repeated and becomes tradition and orthodoxy, or a fact, provisional truth, or working method is captured as memory, repeated endlessly, and becomes tradition. Habit, belief, or tradition is energy trapped or locked up in a pattern. Memory and energy trapped in a pattern is tradition. With repetition, inertia mounts and there is stasis. It is because of inertia and stasis that it is so difficult to break out of tradition, because tradition gives you tremendous security, a false sense of security, though. Tradition as memory and knowledge thus becomes toxic because it prevents learning. The whole movement of life is learning. Jiddu Krishnamurti, from the virus, bacterium to higher order mammals, every organism is learning. If there is no opportunity for learning, then there is no opportunity for mutation. The brain cells cannot renew themselves. When the brain cells are quiet, they renew themselves. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Tradition is also toxic because It breeds division and conflict. Division as a matter of strong identification or identity, even if it is tradition of only 1 year as opposed to 10,000 years, it is still tradition. Where there is division, there has to be conflict. It is a law. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Please see the beauty of what follows. Identity, belief, habit, crystallized truth, or provisional truths concluded as final, working techniques, methods, and practices also concluded as final, and all what gathers or concentrates around them is tradition. Tradition denies learning and opportunity and is responsible for division and conflict, which means what? Disorder. Div- Division is disorder. Conflict is disorder. Entropy or high entropy when tradition repeats itself for thousands of years. Atrophy sets in. Atrophy is inevitable. Do you see how high entropy and atrophy go together? Atrophy is the harbinger of extinction, the extinction of man. If you happen to escape war and conflict, then atrophy catches up. If you persist in tradition and orthodoxy, you don't feel it serves. Atrophy of the mind has already set in. Jiddu Krishnamurti. Now, yoga eliminates toxins in the body, and its equivalent, meditation, eliminates toxins in the mind. But there is a serious problem. Yoga needs time because the body needs time. Yoga pertains to the biological world. Hinduism has carried this over into the psychological field of meditation, where Hinduism took the wrong turn. Measurement, time, psychological evolution.